Okay, sir. First of all, I want to thank you on behalf of everyone
Thank
for
you.
the work that you have been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we would like to know about your journey, sir. Like, how do you gain interest in, like the field of holistic health and nutrition?
Yeah, it all started with me.
Yeah,
So since my childhood, since the time my memory goes,
yeah.
I had been suffering from irritable bowel syndrome.
Irritable
IB.
bowel syndrome. Okay,
So even after passing out from this was there a part of my life. I thought that this is how it has to be for rest of the life.
I see.
Because by that time I tried everything else. And simultaneously, my wife, when I met her before marriage, she was
Yeah.
suffering from cold, frequent cold, or
I see.
continuous cold, right?
I see.
So that is uh, some kind of nasal problem through and through. And
I
that
see.
was there with her for since her childhood. So, and we together also tried all kind of homeopathic, Ayurvedic, allopathic, and did not find any solution.
Okay,
So
nothing work.
then, I tried to find, and I both of us interestingly got a solution, which we did,
I see.
and isko karte hue bhi now it is about more than 20 25 years.
Okay.
Now, for last 25 years, no IBS. For last 25 years, no uh, cold, etc. kind of problem for her. So I thought कि
Okay.
ये जो इतना छोटी सी बात थी, ये
I
अगर
see.
किसी ने बचपन में बता दिया होता
I see. I see.
तो ये प्रॉब्लम होती। छोटी सी बात भी मैं बता देता हूँ कैसे हाउ आई क्योर्ड।
I see.
फॉर हर इट वाज आंवला जूस, फ्रेश 6 7 आंवला हर दिन मैं लेता
Amla
था फॉर
juice.
15 days, और
Okay.
खाली
Okay.
पेट उसको देता था। एंड फॉर
Okay.
मी,
Okay.
आई स्टॉप्ड एनिमल फूड एंड डेयरी प्रोडक्ट, एंड
I see.
स्पेशली द डेयरी प्रोडक्ट।
I
और
see. I
उसके
see.
बाद से लेके तब से कभी नहीं हुआ। तो
Okay. Okay.
यही चीज अगर पहले पता चल जाता तो पहले भी कर देते। तो
Like how
दिस
much time it
मीन्स,
took, sir?
हाँ,
I mean, like how much time it took for you
15
to get
15
your
days फॉर
entirely
हर, एंड इक्वली
15?
इतना ही टाइम मुझे भी लगा, उसके बाद कभी नहीं हुआ।
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. That's amazing.
हाँ हाँ। हम्म।
Okay. Okay.
हम्म।
So, like, in your entire journey, like, what are some of the biggest, like, all the challenges that you have faced?
What are the some of the
Some of the, like, all the struggles or challenges that you have faced in your journey.
Uh, the struggle only is you have to still I'm facing.
Yeah.
I have understood one thing: the human body can be cured very easily. You give me a
Yeah.
patient,
Yeah.
I will cure it. But curing the mind, that they can get cured, that is the most difficult.
I see. I
Right?
see.
इंसान के behavior, his mind, right,
Mhm.
that is cannot be changed easily,
I
cannot be
see.
controlled, and that
I
is how,
see.
and the mind governs the rest of the things. That is
Mhm.
one challenge अगर मैं बोलूँ for everybody. But other than that, there is a medical lobby always who
Yeah. True.
get lot of money from the because of that profession. So they will never
Okay.
want that these small important interesting things should be known to the public. तो वो
Obviously.
तो एक
Obviously.
they pose a constant threat since the
Mhm.
last so many years.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True. Especially, like during the COVID time, we have seen.
Yes. The
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
the big lobby, they really tried to stop me, and they did a lot of problem for me. But
Yeah.
anyway, right, I carried on.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Like, so, like, especially in the past, like 2 or 3 years, so your DIP diet has gained a lot of attention
Mm,
worldwide because,
yes.
like, it has been able to reverse a lot of ailments that are chronic. So, like, would you share with us some of your biggest, like, success stories?
See, DIP diet, the first important thing is that DIP diet is the only diet in the world which
Yeah,
is where the clinical trial is done in 3 countries.
I
In
see.
India, the clinical trial on DIP diet was done by Ayush Ministry. In Nepal, it was done by National Health Ministry of Nepal. In
Okay.
Lincoln University of Malaysia also did a clinical trial. Interestingly, they did clinical trial on different set of patients. In
Okay,
India,
okay,
it was on bone disease. In Nepal, it was on diabetes, hypertension, and obesity. In Malaysia, it was on chronic kidney disease. And all of
okay,
them, they found that their patient improved within 1 month. All of them
okay,
was, yeah, India trial was 3 months trial tha. Nepal
okay,
trial was 7 days only trial,
okay,
and
okay.
25-day trial was Malaysia.
I
And
see, I
in a
see,
short span of time, they saw clear-cut evidence of improvement among their patients.
I
So
see, I
this
see.
is one achievement of DIP diet. And right now, many big people. right? So
Yeah,
they are already on the diet, whether nationally or internationally. Normally, I don't take their names because
I see, I
of the
see.
confidentiality. But yes,
Okay,
many
okay.
many people, those whom you have seen on television very fat, but suddenly you see now they have reduced weight. So many
Oh, I
of
see,
them
I see.
because of DIP diet,
I see, I
right?
see.
Uh, so this
But
is
why are
how
they
it
not
is.
willing to share? But why are
Uh,
they not willing to share it?
because
Like,
normally we share only their name, those patients' name
hmm.
who are ready to have a video with us, and that
Okay, okay,
video
okay.
we make it public, and through that when we make a video on them and they don't object, then we understand that it is okay to reveal their name.
I see, I see.
But
Okay.
if they avoid making a video with us, so
Hmm.
that means they
They don't
somewhere
want.
are not very comfortable
Like, do you
to.
feel that, like they are scared of the lobby or something like that?
Yeah, because they want to uh, behave like a neutral. For example,
Yeah,
I'm
I
giving
see.
one example like Sidhu,
I
you
see.
know, the cricketer. He was, even
So, yeah, yeah, yeah.
while he was in jail, there also he followed
Yeah.
the DIP diet.
I see, I see.
Right. So there are many of them. Right. Even Sanjay Singh, he has gone just in jail. He is also
I
on
see.
DIP diet. He,
Okay,
right. So
okay.
many of, right. So there are so many of the good people. They wherever they live,
I
they
see, I
once
see.
they start and see the benefit, they follow it.
I
So
see, I see, I see.
likewise, right.
Okay, 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 okay. That's
Mm.
really good to know. So,
Mm.
sir, you were the first person, like in India who, who had the courage to come out openly to criticize all the restrictions that were done in the name of the COVID situation. And that was really a bold move. So,
Mhm.
were there any kinds of threats or harassment, like that you faced because of
See,
this?
yeah, I am not just the first person in India. I am the first person in the world.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I
In
think
the
so. Yeah,
time
yeah.
in January 2020,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
even COVID was not named as COVID, that
Yeah,
time
yeah, yeah.
only I told what is going to happen, and I gave the prediction of next 3 years, which people are
But how
witnessing
did you
now.
know, sir?
Yeah, I know it is very simple. I Before that I was working on the what H1 what the
Oh, yeah, yeah,
WHO
that
did
one.
in the name of
Oh, yeah, yeah.
H1N1, in the name of
Yeah, yeah,
HIV.
yeah.
I had all the
Yeah, yeah.
history, so I
Yeah,
could
yeah, yeah.
understand what would be their move now,
I see, I
right?
see.
So that helped me, and the way it
Okay.
was coming out in the television, so that was very clear, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that it is just a conspiracy.
I
So
see.
the first harassment was suddenly, it was 2nd of June. I was banned from the internet,
Yeah, yeah.
all social
I
media,
know this.
YouTube,
Yeah, yeah, I know this.
Twitter, right? So that was the first
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I know.
Suddenly, right? And then there were many police complaint against me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which still I am facing. There are FIR, there is
Yeah,
court
yeah.
case, there
Yeah,
are
yeah.
multiple complaint and notice from the health ministry,
I
whether
see, I
state
see.
health ministry, whether
I
national
see.
health ministry, Ayush ministry. So medical council, they are also sending a lot of notices, whether it is Haryana Medical Council, Delhi Medical Council. So
Mm-hmm.
these are continuous legal battle which is there. While there are a lot of press conferences also they used to do against me. If you see
Mm-hmm.
the report in BBC, in Times of India,
Yeah,
many
yeah.
international they published against
Even
me.
there
If
was a
you
BBC, like article, I think,
yes,
in 2021, I think. Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even if you see, check the Wikipedia now, many things we are
Yeah, yeah, I know.
just
Yeah, yeah, I
false.
know.
So
Yeah, yeah, I
this
know,
is
I know.
also a harassment, and the greatest
Exactly, exactly.
harassment was the biggest one, which according to me was my organization called India Book of Records, which is having nothing to do
Mm.
with health,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Publication. They
Mm.
attacked that, right? And
I
overnight,
see.
yeah, they attacked that, and overnight attacked our website and the
Mm.
Wikipedia page, which is gone, still not restored.
I see.
So, so those kind of things were also happening simultaneously. How it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. But if we look at, so the modern government, they have also, so taken few steps also, for example, they started the Ayush Ministry also, and they have also felicitated some people who have, done work in the field of Ayurveda or holistic health. But, at the same time, they are also trying to suppress so
No,
we
no.
are
You
a bit,
see, Ayush Ministry is set so that they keep a control on people like us,
oh, I see.
right? So now there is a ministry. Now they are under Ayush Ministry also coming under WHO. This means
Yeah,
eventually through Ayush
yeah.
Ministry they are trying to control. These things
I
are
see, I see,
becoming more official now. So
I see, I
Ayush
see,
Ministry did not, by having Ayush Ministry, they did not increase the budget of the this Indian tradition system.
I
Right,
see, I see,
budget remains the same, even lesser than what it was before Ayush Ministry.
I
Right,
see, I
so
see.
that way Ayush Ministry can benefit only when the budget is given to the ministry, which
Exactly,
never
exactly.
happened.
True. So the
Yes.
budget, like is the same, like as it was before.
Yeah, yeah, the budget for Ayush Ministry about 2% of the budget for National Health Ministry.
Oh, oh,
Only
I see, I see.
2%.
Only
98%
2%.
goes to allopathy.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yes.
And what about, so these things like National Yoga Day and all these things, like, do you really think that, like they are trying to make a sense?
Uh, Yoga Day, yeah. For example, if you see last
Hmm.
3 4 years, the
Hmm.
first thing when they told about COVID, they
Hmm.
closed all the Ayurvedic hospitals and all the Ayurvedic
Hmm.
medical
Yeah, yeah,
college.
yeah,
Number
true,
one.
true.
Number two, they said, okay, you can do yoga with the condition that you have to put a mask.
Yeah, yeah,
Right? So yoga
yeah, yeah,
means pranayam, and pranayam
yeah,
means
yeah.
you have to breathe without your free air. Right.
Exactly,
So
exactly,
you
exactly,
pranayam does not mean that you have to breathe your own air. If you have a mask,
exactly,
when you're
exactly,
breathing in,
exactly,
you're
exactly,
right.
exactly.
So this means they are saying indirectly that allopathy and this is much more powerful than yoga. Right. That's
Exactly,
why
exactly,
right. It is like they are keeping it as the upper hand. So
exactly,
why
exactly,
and how should we? Why should we believe that yoga? They are trying to make it popular. Rather, they are
exactly,
trying to
exactly.
tell that yoga is comes only very very small, not as powerful, no,
I
not
see, I
powerful
see,
than allopathy.
I
Right.
see, I see.
So they are
Yeah, yeah,
demeaning
true,
yoga.
true, true, true. Even now, like they are making all, like all these movies about vaccines. I think,
Yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
right now there is this movie going on. I won't take the name of the movie, but I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know about it.
Yes,
And
these
yeah,
things are
still,
propaganda. They
still,
will do it
yeah, yeah,
without any evidence.
yeah. Like, but like what I find, like, so astounding is that, like so many, like so many of these people who support the government, like earlier, like they used to say that, like yoga and Ayurveda, these things are superior. But after this COVID situation came, like they started blindly supporting, like whatever the government says.
Yeah, all kind of people. Many people,
Yeah, yeah.
their eye are open now and they now know the truth.
True, true, true.
Yes, yes. And media is also sold these days.
Yeah, obviously.
Hmm.
Needless to say, yeah. So next, so we would like to talk about mental health issues. So why do you feel that, like mental ailments are on the rise in the past, like 1 or 2 decades? And so does your DIP diet, like, so does it have the potential to help also with mental and psychological issues?
Yes, yes. See,
Yeah,
in last few years,
yeah,
the people they eat late because
mm,
Zoom and online they
yeah,
can
yeah,
Zomato. This means
mm,
at any point of time they can buy food, any point of time they eat, work from home.
mm,
This means
mm,
they can work at night, flexible timing.
mm,
So when you eat after sunset and long, long time after sunset,
true,
maybe
true.
10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, even if the best food of the world will work worse.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So it disturbs what we call as circadian rhythm of the body. And that is a
Mm,
major cause of all this mental and physical illness. It starts with mental, right? And then
I
it
see,
hits the physical. So
I see.
you see, normal people now because internet data is very very cheap, so
Mm,
they can get the entertainment even at 2 o'clock. They need because at
mm.
2 o'clock they will not get entertainment in cinema hall. It is closed.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
now entertainment is in their mobile, which and when they entertain themselves, they'll eat also something,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
true.
And they'll get up late also. So
Yeah,
shift
yeah.
in the circadian rhythm is a major cause of mental disease. So you'll find a shift, right, of the people who are sleeping in the night or getting up late and eating in a bracket which is other than the normal routine time. Routine time of eating should be between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
people now are not following that
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of
Even
these
Rajiv
changed
Dixit
lifestyle.
also, like he has spoken a lot about this issue. Even
Yes, yes, yes,
yeah,
very
yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
True,
mm,
true.
mm.
So like that is the only reason, or do you think like there are other reasons also?
Yeah, there are some
Like the
multiple
education
reasons.
system.
There are multiple reasons there. That is
Yeah,
definitely. You see, there are a lot of stress nowadays.
yeah, yeah,
Pollution plays a role. Stress plays a role. Over medication plays a role.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So there are many things. But more than all, I feel it is a lifestyle. The style
What about the
because of
education, and like the modern education, so do you think that plays a role also? The modern education system?
education is the center of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So uh, if I see myself or if I know anybody, right,
Mhm.
of my classmates, what they have
Mhm.
learned in education, how much percentage of that they are using now, or how much
Yeah, yeah,
percentage of that
yeah.
I'm using now, I think
Exactly,
it is
exactly.
negligible,
True, true, true.
right? So the kind of education system we are in,
Mhm.
that is just a time pass to get some degree, not beyond
Exactly,
that.
bro. Exactly, exactly. Totally. So how important, is spirituality, like in your opinion, for the modern youth? So how important is being spiritual
Being
right now in the modern
spiritual,
day?
see, spiritual means if you are able to focus on something which can help you and the people around you, the world, in some way, in good, that is being spiritual,
Hmm.
right? So if I'm focused for a while, I'm a spiritual person which can benefit the
Hmm.
people around, at least
Yeah,
the
yeah,
people who are in need. So
yeah,
that
yeah.
is what I think as a spirituality means that.
I see.
So which should be a automatic part of any human.
True, true, true. So recently, so there is a YouTuber. I'm sure, I would not like to take his name, but like he was one of your followers, and like I think for the last 1 month or so, he is making, like certain kind of allegations regarding your HIMSS hospital. So we
Mhm.
would like to know your opinion about this, like entire issue.
See, this free world, anybody is free to say what they want to say. They can
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that is one part of it.
yeah, yeah.
And we know that our patient, everybody we are not able to heal.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
75% of the chronic kidney disease there get benefit. 25% are still there who do not
yeah,
benefit.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
those 25% among them, if somebody say that I did not benefit, that is true.
Mhm.
That we
Yeah,
could
yeah.
not benefit. And it is true that they paid money to get admitted in the hospital. That is also true.
I
So
see.
these two things is already true.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody is trying to bring it forward, right?
I see.
That is up to them.
I
But
see.
we have to understand that I never said anybody to come to my hospital. You will never find in my any video
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
our target is that people should get healed at home,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
So,
Even
but
earlier,
there are
yeah,
yes, even we had a free. We are having a free hospital. Jalandhar hospital is absolutely free, eh,
I see.
right? We don't take any fees. So
I see.
because we want to show the world that to heal, you are not dependent on money. You need
I see.
certain
I see.
knowledge, right?
I
But
see.
this hospital is just an extension to
I
prove a
see. I see.
point that Ayurvedic hospital can profitably, right?
I
Only
see.
then more and more people will take interest in these concepts and open their own hospitals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And so this is as good as that. So if somebody
yeah.
says something, I always tell people believe only those people who give you evidence,
True,
right?
true, true.
Whatever I say, I write a book and give evidence and collect evidence and give it to them
Yeah, true,
to
true.
the I upload it. But
But sir,
whoever
but
says
like this,
anything else, and if they
but
are
this
not showing
YouTuber,
any.
like he was one of your, I think like he was one of your biggest followers. Like he always used to support you. He always used to defend you. But like right now, like he is all out. Like he is so going against you. So I really find it hard to understand. Like, what is the reason behind it? Like, does
Oh,
he have any
he
kind of agenda or like
I
what do you
really
think?
don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't know. Number one. Number two, this
So have
had
you
been
spoken to him
something.
about this?
Hmm?
Have you spoken to him about this?
No, 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 no. I did
Not
not
yet.
speak. No, no, no.
Okay, okay, okay,
I
okay,
did not speak. So certainly I did not know. And also I have not
okay.
seen the video. One of the video, little bit I saw,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
after that I did not see also.
Okay, okay.
So, but I know about this issue,
I
and
see.
that will be a big loss to the people who
I
believe
see.
them. Right?
I see.
There
I
are
see.
many people who could have been cured with this technique.
True.
But now if they don't believe us, then they will not try to use it. That
I
can be
see.
one harm.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So next, we would like to ask you. So, what are your thoughts regarding artificial intelligence? So, like many people are worried about it. That so they
See,
feel that it will take up their jobs and all. So, what do you feel about?
you see, at one point of time when televisions came, people
Yeah.
thought that print media and books will be, or when internet came, will
Yeah,
not be
yeah.
there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
something new keep on coming, that keeps on happening. World is ever changing. That is the only
Yeah,
constant
yeah.
thing,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So world is evolving. So it's so we need not to worry about that. Nobody can replace human. That is for sure,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? That I totally understand.
Yeah, yeah. So you think that, like this fear, so like, like there is no base for this fear, right?
There is
Many
no
people are
place.
scared.
No, no, no. There human. After all, it is made by the human only,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
obviously.
So
Yeah,
how it can surprise human? For
yeah,
example, today there is internet, right? Amazon, etc. But still, when you want to grow food, you need land,
exactly.
right? That cannot be done on cloud. So that will
Mm-hmm.
keep on existing. That needs two hands, right? Only
Exactly,
then you can do it. So
exactly,
that
exactly.
balance will be there.
Exactly, exactly. Like even after, like we now have, like Zoom calls, phone calls, where, but still, when you feel, like when you meet someone in person, like there is a connection, like that connection
Yeah,
cannot be replaced by Zoom call or phone call or anything, right?
yes, yes. These are
Yeah,
things
yeah,
which is for our convenience, definitely.
yeah, yeah. True, true,
But it will not replace the original things. We need not to worry
true,
about
true,
that.
true, true, true. So my last question is, so what are your plans for the future? Like, are you going to build any more hospital or starting any new, like any new book or anything?
Yes, this year end, that is 30th November, we are launching. I'll release my next book, The
Okay.
Circadian Doctor. The name of the book is Circadian Doctor. The Circadian Doctor.
Okay, with the circadian doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this means there are certain rules how your body works. If you know that rules, and you
Yes,
can
yes.
correct the
Okay,
disorders.
okay,
So
okay,
that is, and about opening hospital in India, definitely will not open hospital because existing hospital only we want to make it the best. There is some
I see.
scope of improvement. However, outside India, will open in Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Dubai, UAE.
I see.
So from here, we are in touch with the people who wanted to open hospital. So that will be. But our main goal is education. We
I
want
see.
to empower people by educating how and what you have to do once you are sick, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that they are not dependent on me or any hospital. If we
I
can
see.
do it, then it is our, then we can say it is a real win, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
in that regard, already now a course is we are conducting. First batch is already going on. CCAP, Circadian Clock and Ayurvedic Panchkarma.
I see.
These are things which we do in hospital, but then I thought, why don't
Obviously.
people do it at home,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
They can need
The
not to come
biggest
to our
problem is,
hospital.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, like the biggest problem is the education, like if we are able to change the education
Yes,
system,
yes,
only
yes.
then, like we can make a real change.
Yes, important is we give the education which can be of some use,
Yeah, yeah,
practical value, right?
yeah,
Then only it will be our win.
yeah, exactly, exactly. True, true. Okay, sir. So thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, sir. And like anything that you would like to say, like any
Yeah,
parting words?
yeah. The very important thing, the most
Yeah,
important thing I feel is at every moment try to be happy,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, and how to be happy? If people ask me, I
Mm,
say, medically speaking, if you touch the earth, Mother Earth,
mm. Yeah,
directly, right? And if you are able to see the sun simultaneously, right? And if you can do it for 10, 15 minutes every day, you'll be
mm,
happier than before,
mm.
right? So this excites our those hormone which gives us the feeling of happiness,
True,
and
true.
they will know for happiness you're not dependent on anybody outside. Everything is already there with you. God has given us sun, it has given us earth, and these two things combined in your life, even for 10 minutes, can give you joy.
Yes, of course, I agree fully with you.
Thank you,
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, and from our side, we wish you all the best in all the work that you are doing. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.